In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually get all of the user account names, their IDs, and what the type of the user account is. Because there are different types of the accounts. So you can have your Atlassian type. These are actually your users. You can have apps, for example, which could be like ScriptRunner for Jira, which could be Tempo, which could be X-Ray, and also you have the type of the users that are actually customers that are being used for the customer service management. So as you can see here, I'm actually using my script runner for the cloud. All right, so this is for the cloud, not for the data center. And we're gonna go for the script itself. So first of all, it's defining when it's basically starting. So it's starting from 0, but of course that is always gonna increment by 1, which you can see by here. So it's actually incrementing more based on the user size. Now, what we have is maximum results of 1000. So basically this is limited to 1000 users. If you have more than 1000 users, you can increase this number right here. All right, so we have a while loop in here. So this is gonna happen whenever the everything in here is actually true. And if when something is not true, it's gonna just leave the loop and basically the script is gonna stop. All right, so it's taking the get method in here for the users themselves, and this is what we're actually having. So start at and the max results as well that are actually part of the query string, and basically everything is being defined as the list itself. The first thing is if there are no users that have been found, it's going to say, well, it failed because of some other things. That's how this script actually works in here. All right, so also we have the users themselves. So this is basically happening. It's saying if they're actually some of the users that are defined as empty users, it's gonna break out from this loop. It's gonna break out from this if statement, and it's gonna exit this loop here. And also the other part is actually using a closure that basically is defining from there. It's gonna loop through each user here based on this response that we actually got from the API call. And based on that, it's going to go display the name, user account ID, and also the account type. As you can see, it's being adding the users.size, and that users.size is based on this search right here. And what's going to do if the users is less than max results is also going to break itself. All right, so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna run this. So you can actually run the code as the current user and as the script runner user. Those are two things for you to actually know. We're getting an exception. Okay, interesting. Let's go again. All right, so there we have it. So we have, for example, this one, and we can see its ID. What's the type? It's Atlassian. But if you go for automation for Jira, account type is going to be app. And as you can see, it's being distinguished based on this. Of course, there are more of these. And as you can see, it even fetches the IDs of the customers themselves. And it's saying that this right here is a customer. So it's basically getting all of the possible customers in here. Another interesting thing that it's also getting is this former user as well, and it's actually fetching the ID of it. And as you can see, all of these former users are basically actually in there. They were fetched as well. So this is something that is also possible to do. And as you can see, these were all users themselves. All right. All right. Cindy, for example, she's a customer. So this is a great actual report to actually see what kind of users are your Atlassian users, what kind of users are your system users, customers, so you can actually distinguish between all of them. Now, in your UI, you're not going to be seeing your system users, and yeah, there is a way to see the customer users, but you cannot see your system users. So this is something that could be actually really useful if you need to do some other integrations that are requiring an account IDs of a specific user. And basically, you have it in one place. So you don't have to go for each and specific user and basically to look through everything. That's a good thing. All right. Yeah, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. See ya.